Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the No Views Podcast. I am one of your hosts, HAEDEN.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of the No Views Podcast. I'm your host, John.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the No Views Podcast. How you doing today? My name's Alex.
How are you now, boys?
Not so bad, and you?
Oh, not so bad. Alex, how are you?
Your reply was good. I'm good. And how are you?
Oh, not so bad.
There you go.
So, Alex, I'm very curious about some events. Let's get right into your stuff first, Alex. Oh, actually, should we do the
Oh, yeah, we probably should do this.
Okay. All right, let's get serious here for a second, boys. So, today, I don't remember what time it was, but it was, a couple hours ago, probably?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
The Senator John McCain passed away after getting taken off his, it was brain cancer?
Yeah, brain
cancer.
Brain cancer treatment?
Brain cancer treatment.
Get taken off that.
And he passed a couple hours ago. So, politics aside, he was a veteran, served this country, was a prisoner of war, and, of course, thank him for his service. So, we're just going to take about 30 seconds, moment of silence, and let's get it, boys. All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank him
I'm
for
glad you
his
were
service.
counting because I lost.
Definitely thinking about his family tonight. Yeah. So keep the McCains in your prayers.
God rest his
War
soul.
hero. Anyways, let's get into Alex. Alex
How are you now?
has had a day, and I want to hear all about it because I've been a little bit in the dark.
Okay. So today, we're having my aunt's birthday party over here at this house, and we rented a water slide. And this wasn't just any water slide. This was let's see. That's a good question. I gotta figure out the exact size of this thing. Yeah, let me do some research real quick.
Research. Gang.
Research.
Shoot.
I'd say it was maybe 15 feet tall. Water slide.
Right.
It's like
All
3
right.
meters.
Pretty moderate size, maybe a little.
Go ahead.
Maybe look at 8.
You don't know you're 4'6".
Hey, the words of Tyler
Actually,
1,
I may have lied. It's actually 18 feet. Anyway.
Oh.
18
That's
feet.
like 6 Haydens.
Yeah, that's like 6 feet.
Dang it.
Anyway, so this sucker's pretty tall, right? pretty tall.
Yeah.
And so we're up there, we're having a good time and all that. And it's a water slide. There's not much you can do wrong on a water slide.
Yeah, I mean, how can you do a water slide wrong, Alex?
Exactly. So, we're filling it up with water and everything's going all fine and dandy. And everybody's having a grand old time. And then this man, known as myself, who has a wonderful idea to jump down in a double slide with my brother.
Oh.
Oh.
So we're going at the same time at the top of this water slide. And we're not doing, just like, oh, let's go. We're doing like the speed position, like how you get in like a pencil form and cross your arms. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, and you go.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing it at the exact same time.
Speed for speed.
And so, yeah. We were doing it because I was trying to see how big a splash we'd make, coming down.
Yeah.
It's got like a little pool at the bottom of it, too.
Yeah, that's understandable. I can see you, Alex. I can understand that.
That's like, all right, that's perfect. This is going to go flawlessly. So we do it, and we go flying down there. And Connor's a little ahead of me, probably because he's a much lankier child.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
lanky.
Yes.
He's
He is
got
quite the long boy.
Oh, indeed.
So he got down before I did, just by like a couple seconds, but that was more than enough. He went in first. I came in flying down behind him, and my left shoulder blade slams right into his ass bone. And I'll tell you what, it did not feel good. It did not feel good at all.
See, I thought this was gonna be one of those things, Alex, where you jump, but then like you hit like the side railing and just fell all the way off. You hit the ground at the bottom, so you just fell on your shoulder, and so that's why you were hurting.
It's like
But I didn't
jumping
Oh
off the
no!
Halo
Oh no!
Reach.
It's so much worse. It's so much worse. I wish I'd have fell off the side of it. So anyway, make matters worse, it didn't even make a huge splash. It was a mediocre one. And so I was just injured for nothing. So basically, for the rest of the day, I've had very sharp pains in my left shoulder blade all day when I put pressure on it, when I try and move it the wrong way, anything. It's terrible. And guess who got out of that without a single scratch on him?
Was it world record holder Connor?
It was world record.
Well, he is the Messiah after all.
Record.
Can he be injured?
Bony ass.
Not sure.
God, I'm still a little salty about that. He came out of that with no injury whatsoever.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
Nothing.
bud. I
Was
think you
that
should.
common
I think
ultra
you,
instinct?
if the pain keeps on going, I would go see a doctor.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shoulder injuries can be bad, and you could be
You could be entitled
due
to compensation.
one arm. Yeah,
That.
you or a loved one could be entitled to financial compensation
That's true.
if you give your security code and the
Oh,
credit card
yeah.
number and the expiration date. If you type those in chat,
I'm tired of you people.
those,
I'm so tired of you people.
we can use that to fund Alex's physical therapy and surgery.
My second thing from today is I don't know what happened. Maybe it was just going down that water slide too many times. And I think it jammed some water up in my ear. And I've just been like 80% deaf for today.
Oh
It
yeah,
hasn't
you
gone
need to
away.
just like jump up and down and just like kind of pulling your ear on the ground. That's what I do. So eventually, just falls out.
No,
Yeah,
basically,
Johnny should
because
be a
you know the thing you that's true. You know the thing you do like with your nose, John, where you like remove the pressure, like by
No.
pinching your nose and blowing into it.
Oh
And
yeah.
then, yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
talking about. I've done that. I've tilted my head sideways. I've done all sorts of things. It's still like this. So
Huh. That is
that's
What you need to do
unsettling.
is get more water and flush the old
I was
water
thinking.
out.
I was actually thinking about that, but that's a terrible idea.
Put more water in there to get the old water out.
well. Actually, I mean, sometimes that works because like there's such a small amount that you can't get out, so you put more in, it makes it bigger. Like like
Oh,
amount of
cohesion.
water.
Threshold,
Yeah.
a bigger threshold of water.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
like a
those are my
toilet?
problems.
You gotta add in a little glass of water sometimes if it's clogged up. That way you can actually get the good pump going.
Hayden would know after his Japanese firebomb.
I have had to unclog a couple toilets.
I wish you would show them the text you sent me before. Here. You mind if I read them? Mind if I read them?
Actually, while you find those, can I tell the toilet clogging story?
Yeah, sure.
So you guys know my dear friend Hanvit, also John's Fortnite squad buddy. We're gonna have him on the podcast one of these days because God, he's so much fun to talk to. But so this summer, I went to Atlanta where Hanvit lives, and I stayed with him for a night. And so his house is
Oh
really.
God, it wasn't even at your own house.
His house is like, I walk in, it's just lovely. It's so homey. It reminds me so much of whenever he used to live in my town. But he moved, of course, which is, why I freaking went to Atlanta to go see him. But I was like, God, it's so nice to be back at Hanvit's place. And I was like, we're going to have so much fun tonight. We played a bunch of Melee. We watched a bunch of Always Sunny and anime. We were just having the best time. And then Caroline in the chat said, I know this story. Oh, yeah, I told Caroline about this as it happened. But so, it gets to that point in the night where I drank a Dr. Pepper and I drank about 5 bottles of water and I had like half a box of Cheez-It snack mix. And I'm like,
oh my god.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, I really got to go use the bathroom, man.
Oh, no.
So I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick. And so at first what happens is I just sit down. I sit down like, hopefully.
That was your first mistake.
This is, no.
The toilet went, oh my god!
Well, look, this is my logic behind that. I said if I sit down, maybe gravity will
Son
make
of
me
a
pee
bitch.
faster. Because at first I didn't think I was going to end up
shit.
dropping something. Didn't think I was going to leave a package in the restroom. So I'm like, gravity
You
will
dropped
make
a
me
full
pee
metric
faster.
ton.
So I sit down to pee, and then next thing I know, next thing I know, I'm caught off guard in a very vulnerable position where my where my butthole really just relaxes. And next thing I know, I become a B-52 bomber and I lay something down in the toilet.
Dropping nuclear ordnance.
So I do that, and I'm like, I'm sweating. I
like cluster bomb the toilet.
so I carpet bomb the toilet. So I'm like, I didn't realize it, but I'm sweating, and I got a little lightheaded after it happened. And so obviously, I'm flushing.
You dropped too much weight at one time.
I'm wiping, doing all the stuff you do, cleaning my body after whatever just was expelled from my waste sack. And then, I go to flush the toilet, and the water pressure is kind of weak. So, I already was like, oh, Jesus. So I flushed it a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
And so it's like, the shh, and I just kind of look away, and I'm washing my hands like, please, God, flush. Please let it flush. Please let it flush. And then I go and I check to see what happens.
Shit.
And and it's just sitting there, stuck. So of course, before I use the bathroom, much like my chicken nugget story where I said I hope I choke and die. Of course, before I use the bathroom, I said, God, it'd be so bad if I clog somebody else's toilet. So here I am, looking down at a clogged toilet, thinking, oh my God, what do I do? So it like 3 minutes go by after I flush the toilet the first time. And so I flush it again to see if, maybe it's relaxed a little bit and see if it'll like go down with the next flush. It doesn't. So I'm just looking around and I'm like, oh, well, obviously.
More water to the bowl.
I was like, obviously, I'm going to have to do something to, get this out. And I look around, I'm like, wow, there's not a plunger in here. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I'm looking around, I'm kind of scouring like, oh my God, what do I do? I'm looking in there, I'm like, is there anything that I can mash up this shit with in here that I could clean off? Oh, hey, Win. Sorry you walked in on me talking about clogging Hanvit's toilet. But, so I'm looking for something I can break this monster up with. And I'm just like, I have no idea what to do. So I didn't realize, but about 10 minutes had gone by since the second flush. And I'm still in the bathroom. So finally, I do a Steins Gate laugh to myself. I start laughing so hard to myself. I'm cracking myself up. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I actually did this. So, you know what I do, boys? I do
There's
what any
no way
good...
that came out of my body.
I do what any good house guest does. And I
What's it, a
crack
third
open the door, and I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. And I say, hey, man, you got a plunger? And Hanvit says, yeah, man, I was worried about you in there. He said, it's been so long since you went in there.
Oh my! I imagine if his walls are like real thin around the bathroom area, and he's just sitting there listening to you start laughing at yourself.
Yeah, no, I heard the video that we were watching pause after like 5 or 6 minutes of being in the bathroom. He paused it, I guess, waiting on me to come out so I didn't miss anything. So I finally just admit defeat, and I opened the door like, hey, like I'm laughing. I'm like, you got a plunger? So he brings it in. I just tell him like, no, stay there. I'm like, stay out. I'm like,
Stay back.
You don't need this.
Stand back. You don't want to
Unless you've got a tier 5 gas mask, you are not coming in.
You aren't getting through this. This is a dead zone. You gotta have the right equipment.
It's like unturned the dead zone so you can't go without the
Oh,
hazmat suits and the
gosh.
filters.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but so I go in
Wait.
there, I mash it up, flush it all down. I wash it off in the sink just to make sure that,
Man.
it's not too bad. Oh,
my
our
God.
stream just went offline because
Uh-oh.
my internet just dropped. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
All right, stream dropped for 0.9% of it, according to the math on the OBS. But yeah, then me and Hanvit, I laughed about it for about an hour after it happened, just because I thought it was really funny. And then we moved on with our lives.
All right. Well, let me tell you that this isn't the only time Hayden has talked about doing things like this. Let me
See
tell
you,
you.
Caroline.
Let me tell
Thanks
you
for
this. This set of no, Caroline, please. Oh my God, she's missing the best stuff. All right, here we go. So let me just read these texts. I don't have any of my own text because I did not respond to this for a little bit. I just screenshotted it so I could have it. All right. Well, let's say it sounded like a glass of water being dumped into the bowl. So I figured that would be a pretty good thing because, you just talked about that. Let's say I lost vision as it started and couldn't see again until it was over. Let's also say I heard noises that should have blown out any window at a 3-mile radius. Let's also say when I went to deposit my toilet paper into the bowl, instead of hitting the water and getting wet and drifting, it actually hit solid turd and stuck in place where it was due to the layer over the water that was formed from the force of a violent and powerful expulsion of waste from my body.
Oh my God.
That's the set of texts I received from Hayden. In regards to what he refers to the Japanese firebomb.
When saying, I'm not surprised you'd be one of my friends that clogs the John. I definitely would be. That's something only I could manage to sadly do. Yeah, but that's the Japanese firebomb in its entirety, honestly. It's the best way I can explain it is it can't be solid. That's the first step. The second step is that it has to create its own layer. The third step is that you have to either lose vision or go deaf from the sound that is being made in the process. And actually, I think those are the only conditions that have to be met. I'm going to be honest.
There's not many conditions.
Yeah, not many. Just those couple. But if no one has anything else, I've got a couple topics that we can get into before we go into KSI versus Logan Paul. But you boys ready for me to dive in?
Sure.
All
Go
right.
ahead, bud.
So earlier this week, this was like really earlier this week, like Monday or Sunday, I think. So there was a furry on Twitter. Their @ was @NaomiH_official. And they sent out a tweet that said, "Everyone shut the F up. I got accepted for a NASA internship."
Oh, I love this story, Hayden.
Now, a man named Homer Hickam, who some of you may remember the name as he was a Vietnam veteran and a former NASA engineer who trained the first Japanese astronauts, and he wrote the book Rocket Boys, which was a New York Times bestseller and was the basis for the film October Skies. So, Homer Hickman Hickam responds, language, not trying to be rude, literally just says language, like Captain America in Age of Ultron. And Naomi H replies, "Suck my dick and balls, I'm working at NASA." Homer Hickam replies, "And I am on the National Space Council that oversees NASA." And then NASA fired Naomi H before she even got to start her internship. And they also made a post about proper social media etiquette over the tweet.
God.
Oh, Hayden.
She has since changed her Twitter @ she privated her account and is no longer a furry icon as her Twitter avatar.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that killed me. But what were you saying, John?
I don't know if you know the tweets after it were so horrible. It's like furries trying to actually defend her. It was the worst thing I've ever seen,
they
and they
all
were
started
they were like
replying to
making
Homer
about a race and a race and gender and stuff. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you're even saying this to my face. I can't believe I'm even looking at this with my own eyes. Firstly, you don't know who Homer Hickam is. He came from like a coal mine, and became like a NASA great person.
NASA. Are we gonna trademark
I can't
that?
remember enough about the whole story.
Are we gonna trademark that,
That's
John? A
what I
NASA
thought.
great person.
Yeah. I
just
can't remember
remember
enough
the furry
about the whole
community
story.
stepping in to try and
And
help.
it was so stupid. I didn't want to respond because I would just get very angry. I was like, how can you be so stupid? I mean, what?
I'm surprised.
I was like, you are absolute. You are just big dumb.
Big dumb.
God. It's very annoying having to see that.
Yeah, that happened. That story absolutely killed me.
Yeah,
I
don't like. What do you guys feel like? Do you think like I saw like where they said like he was trying to get her internship back, like Homer Hickam was?
He sent her an apology, and she
But-
sent him like a huge apology, and he accepted. And he was like, "Hey, it's fine. Okay, the stream's at bad quality right now for some reason." But he told her like everything was fine. Like he was looking out. He said he was looking out for her when he sent that tweet. I watched a whole Internet Today. They were the old ETC show on Machinima, but now they have their own channel.
Yeah.
But they made a whole video about it. And the Homer Hickam dude was trying to get her internship back, and I don't remember if he got it back or not, but I'm pretty sure. I think he did. I know she lost it, but I think he got it back for her, even though he's not in charge of hiring or anything.
Didn't get it back. I wish she didn't get it back.
But
That's
he
just me.
was super nice about the whole thing, and he said that when he sent that tweet, he was really telling her to watch out because he knows how strict like the NASA people are about the social media. So it's really just like it's like so dumb. It's just like be careful who you respond to. Pick your battles.
I mean,
pick your responses.
Yeah, you just can't say that. Like you get accepted now. Like you got to be professional about it. Like even like, and there are people talking about like it's public account, like or it's her own account. She can do whatever she wants. But like, it's like your own account, but you're expressing yourself. But I mean, you're expressing like your whole company. As soon as you're working for someone, you're representing them. It's like if you're in marching band, you're representing your band anywhere you go. So if you do stupid crap and do drugs and then get arrested, you make the whole band look bad. It's like, oh, look, they're full of druggies and people who don't do anything and just get arrested. No, you get accepted for a job and then you're like, oh yeah, suck my dick. Oh yeah. Like then it's like, oh, okay, well now it's just hiring idiots now. What's going on? I thought this was a thing for smart people.
Well, I mean, NASA clearly thought they were smart enough to get hired for the internship.
Well, I mean, you can consider that the final test, getting it and reacting
test.
Right.
We're
getting it and reacting right.
Tweet and see how they respond.
You act wrong and hey, they revoke it. And I don't think they should have given it back.
When school is going pretty good, man. Hope school's going good for you up in the beautiful North Carolina. North Carolina. Oh, that's going good up there. But yeah, that was gonna be my L of the week. That was what I wanted to nominate.
Yeah,
for this
Naomi
week's
Edge, L of the week. Get annihilated, dumb idiot.
Okay, so before we move on to one topic that made me a little frustrated, another funny one. This took place a while ago, but I just saw this tweet not too long ago. Oh, when has even started school yet? Bet you're one of those September homies. I can't do math.
September.
But basically, this place called the Drink Company made a pop-up bar with a 3-tiered labyrinth of homages to Adult Swim's Rick and Morty. So they're doing a bunch of advertising for it. This was August 6th and August 7th.
I remember this, Hayden.
I turned myself into a
this
pickle,
crap.
Morty. What are you staring at me for, bro? I turned myself into a pickle. We open in 3 days, and yes, we will have Pickle Rick back shots made with old granddad. Basically, the Drink Company is talking about their pop-up bar. And then on last Friday, so not yesterday, not the 24th, but the Friday before that, they sent out a message that said, Wubba Lubba Dub Pub was designed by fans for fans, that we think everyone would have enjoyed it. It was a labor of love and included hand-sewn meeseeks from our CEO Angie's mother, graffiti work by an incredible artist, a 25-foot Reuben cut out by our special projects director, hockey referee turned craftsman Matt Fox, and deep references to a show that has made us all laugh out loud and confront the deeper meaning behind the gags. In a word, we are fans geeking out. Turner Broadcasting / Cartoon Network wasn't willing to let us do that and demanded we shut down. We then reached an agreement, thus delayed for a week. But they changed their minds, threatened us with exorbitant fees, and then took everything off the table today and refused to talk any further. The whole, I lost my place, time we were operating in good faith and willing to make concessions to bring this wonderful work of fan art to life. Now we have to lay off our beloved employees and take a massive financial hit, all because Turner Broadcasting and Cartoon Network are unwilling to figure out a great way to let a fan tribute happen. We are so sorry to all the fans. Yeah, anyways, so stupid for them to try and do a pop-up bar without getting any of the rights or permissions before even thinking about starting it. Most definitely.
Genius.
Try and legally be able to do that before you put everything into
Actually start doing it.
But there was one tweet after that that made me really laugh. And it said, I turned my bar into someone else's intellectual property, Morty. And I got a good chuckle out of that.
Oh, jeez.
Oh
That
my
absolutely
god!
Alright, so I sneezed in that story, Hayden.
Yeah.
I damn near threw my left shoulder at him. Complete whack.
Sorry, guys. There goes my shoulder for
Oh,
tonight.
God. I'm
Gotta see
telling you.
physical
Dude, it
therapist.
was so bad. Like, I was literally leaning over my knee. I was like, I was about to sneeze again, but I stopped myself, dude. Oh my god, it was about to be real bad. You were just gonna hear it over the mic. That was gonna be my arm snapping out of place.
Mute the mic! Mute the mic! Alright. Now, there's one story that made me incredibly frustrated this week. I have it right here. I saw it on Twitter Moments. So, I'm sure we all know about the fantastic, greatest female tennis player of all time, Serena Williams.
Oh, I do know about her.
We all know about her. The woman is an absolute beast. She is an LA beast. Certified legend. She was banned from wearing her black bodysuit at the French Open. Now, besides, that being incredibly stupid, just let the athletes wear whatever the athletes are going to wear. Secondly, she had medical complications with her pregnancy, and the suit was literally custom made by Nike to help her because it was like risks of blood clots and stuff. And so the suit was like literally designed to help her to like physically keep her safe. And that health issue, according to this tweet, that health issue nearly took her life twice already. So it just put some respect on Serena Williams' name. Put some respect on that legend's name. And just, I mean, oh, it's so stupid. I mean, how are you going to just go and change your dress code so that someone can't wear a freaking bodysuit that is literally essential for their health? Oh, French Open. You gosh darn bread wavers. Freaking baguette homies. I can't. Freaking baguette homies. I can't. Oh my god.
God.
I can't. I mean, I just can't. Put some respect on her name. That's all I'm going to say.
Put some respect.
She's a unit.
Yeah,
She's a
right.
unit. She should
Put
be able
some
to do what she
respect.
wants.
Put some respect on his name. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah, that just pissed me off.
That's pretty
Understandable.
stupid, Hayden. I'm not gonna lie to you, Hayden.
Understandable.
Very stupid. Very stupid. Very stupid.
Incredibly. But not as stupid as a little something that happened today
Oh Christ.
that I watched. Oh, I watched it. Oh, I watched it. Or some of it, at least. I watched the titular story of this week, the thumbnail story of this week, the clickbait story of this week.
The clickbait story.
Hashtag KSI versus Logan Paul happened earlier this afternoon. And if it wasn't for our Messiah, Connor, I would have missed it. He sent me a text at about 3 p.m. our time saying, hey, when's that KSI Logan Paul stuff supposed to start? And I said, oh, it starts at 6 p.m. our time. He said, then what are people tweeting about right now? I said, what? And he said, something that's happening right now, apparently. And I said, oh, no! And Google lied to me.
Oh, no.
It started at 6 p.m. British homies time. They told me it started at 6 p.m. Central time, so just going to ignore that. But
British homies.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it from round 2 of Jake Paul versus Deji all the way to completion. Oh Christ. Yeah. So I figured I could talk about that for a little bit. First of all, believe this or not, guys. $10 million off of pay-per-view alone. Over $10 million off of pay-per-view alone. Just from all the people that actually paid $10 to watch it live. They got up to 1 million viewers at some point on a pay-per-view broadcast of 2 YouTubers fighting on YouTube.com.
That's crazy.
$10 million just from that. Not even counting the ticket sales. Not even counting the merchandise they've been selling.
It's crazy how much fake beef will get you.
It is insane.
It's insane.
Now, I'm going to get to the fake stuff later because I do think that the Jake Paul versus Deji, I think that part was legit. Because if it wasn't, then they made Jake Paul look like a little man, much smaller than any of the world would have expected. So, I don't know if you guys know much about Mr. Comedy Shorts Gamer, a.k.a. Deji, the younger brother of KSI, but he's not the most built person like Jake and Logan
HAEDEN.
Paul are. Oh, well, yeah. A lot of people did refer to him actually as having a, quote, dad bod. Not very sculpt. Yeah, that's the point. That's why I just said. That's why I said that. But anyways,
Hurt him more.
But the dude's trainer and KSI's trainer were both like, the dude has some boxing ability just in there for some reason. A lot of people even said, I could box. John, HAEDEN and John boxing match. Pay-per-view, boys, except
we should do that.
And you ain't gonna want to do that. Hey.
Homie, I would do that so easily.
Dude,
Can we get a three-way? Can we get a three-way fight?
Wait, no.
That'll be fun. I'll even do it with one arm.
Oh, no. No, I'm only
that's going to be fun.
I'm only doing it if I fight John. I'd only fight John. Yeah.
You'd only fight me.
That'd be free, dub. That'd be free smoke. Anyways.
What are you talking about? Alex, I'm taking weightlifting this year. You're about to get annihilated, Chief.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that weightlifting's going to save you.
Hey, come back. I'm going to kick in your own door. I'm going to kick in your door. I'm going to kick in your whole family. I'm going to kick Biggie in. I'm going to kick your mom in. I'm going to kick your dad in. I'm going to kick everyone. Whoever I need to.
Homie, you can't kick in boxing, so that's not even going to matter.
I'll do whatever I want, Chief.
You ever heard of
If the ref tries to get me, I'm going to kick the ref too. And as soon as I got you on the ground, I ain't going to stop kicking, homie, until you're dead.
John, have you ever heard of the great Japanese hero, Little Mac?
Little Mac.
Homie, you're about to be dead, Mac. I swear to God.
That's who I would be. I would get in there and I would box so
Little Mac, that man's about to eat you up like a Big Mac.
I would box you so hard.
I'm about to eat.
I'd go. It'd be like the Supreme Dreams anime video when they had the he hit that man so hard it replayed 3 different times. It'd be like that. Except imagine every single punch that I land on your right and your left temple and then right on your jaw. Anyways,
Yeah.
we're getting way too deep into this. That'll be scheduled at some point this summer. But
Roger
Go
that.
ahead. Scripted or unscripted?
should we have it scripted? Should we do WWE style storyline?
Just have it pick you up and. Hey,
Blow
get
me
up to
out.
a table.
We need to start budgeting for a ring to rent out. But
Ripped writing.
Budgeting.
God.
What's budgeting?
yeah. But anyways, so it starts off Jake Paul Deji fighting. It seemed like Deji was actually holding his own for a good bit there. He actually bloodied up Jake Paul's face an insane amount. Jake Paul was bleeding profusely. Deji actually got some major hits in on him, but it was the 5th round, I think. Jake Paul just caught this. He was Jake Paul. First of all, I expect him to, you know the way he looks. I expect him to be at least putting up a better fight. But I mean, he was slow and he was moving really awkwardly. His jabs were good, but I mean, besides that, there wasn't too much going on until that 5th round where he just started wearing Deji out, and Deji's coach straight up threw in the towel for him and said, nope, call it off. He said, this man's getting worn out. So Jake Paul wins that, and immediately, in 2 minutes, he calls out Chris Brown. He says, I want to fight Chris Brown. He says, I know Soulja Boy and Chris Brown are going to fight, but I want to fight Chris Brown. I want Chris Brown to fight somebody his own size. So he calls out Chris Brown. Chris Brown probably doesn't even know this event is happening, first of all. Second of all, he's going to see that, laugh maybe once, and then turn his phone off. And then secondly, he plugs his new clothing line, RNBO. He's got to get that merch plug in for a merch line that's not even out yet, as soon as he wins.
Yeah.
But the best part really is a clip of his girlfriend wiping her nose and then wiping what was on her hand afterwards onto Jake Paul's shoulder.
Hey.
Right on camera, right in front of all of it. It was
Good
filthy.
stuff.
But props to Deji for actually doing what no one expected and for giving the internet so many good pictures of a bloody Jake Paul face. And Deji said he wasn't done. He said he wasn't over. So I don't know if we're about to see this homie come back in 6 months, built like freaking Biggie, all
That's not
buff
good.
and ready to go. No, I meant my dog Biggie, not Biggie Smalls. Muscular
That's what
behemoth of a beagle.
actually. I mean, Biggie's kind of your dog. Biggie's kind of obese.
Bro,
So,
have you seen that dude's shoulders and chest? Me and
I
Julie
know
were
it's-
watching
that's what my
Always
shoulder
Sunny
looked
on the
like,
couch, and Biggie was sitting straight up looking at the TV, and we looked at me like, oh my God. I would not want to be in a dogfight against Biggie. I don't care that he's obese. He's got muscle mass on him, too. He's obese from muscle. But, just like me. But,
that was a good joke, man.
How'd you go about acquiring all this muscle mass, David?
same way Mac did it, boys. The next Mac.
And how was that?
Eating.
Eating.
Never working out. Eating. Counter-Strike.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but so that fight happens, and then Logan Paul walks out. He's all hyped up. He's ready to get in the ring and fight. He's
Oh
ready
yeah,
to go.
when you've got a boxing match at 9 but have to fight Batman. God, that was funny.
Yeah,
I
Jake
saw
Paul
that
came out
meme.
with a freaking Bane mask.
Yeah,
It was wild. But so Logan Paul comes out relatively normal looking, as normal looking as he can get, and KSI makes everybody wait for a minute because showmanship. And so he comes out in this mask, just horrifying. I mean, it was like a black skull mask, and he just walks out in it. His diss track's playing in the background, of course, as he's walking out. Keemstar's there saying stuff. So KSI gets in there, and he takes off that mask, and dear Lord, his face was something else. Spooky. It was a spooky face. But what was really horrifying, to me at least, was the match starts between them two. And Logan Paul laughs sadistically. He doesn't even put his arms up to try and block anything. He's bouncing around with his arms down at his waist, literally laughing in KSI's face. And
Dang.
so the first round was it wasn't too much. Logan Paul got some like good hits in, and KSI was kind of just KSI literally. I mean, that dude, he could dodge most stuff that Logan threw at him. But in the second and third round, Logan was absolutely wearing that man out. But the crazy part was KSI literally came out of it like unscathed. Like he took hits like straight to his face. I mean, he literally would lean back for a second, then come right back to and be back to bouncing around and swinging. So KSI, literal tank, could take all that. But so Logan starts getting really tired towards the end, and KSI literally takes that. He literally uses that as his just complete advantage and starts just going in on him. And so it's like the last round, and it starts, and that bell rings, and so Logan's trying to get some like desperate lats hits in. KSI dodges a punch and just boom, 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 just goes in. There was a clip of it that I sent to Connor on Twitter, and it was just an Ultra Instinct meme about KSI dodging the punch and then going in. But he hits Logan so hard in one of the punches that Logan literally leans forward on KSI for a second, and then he gets back up and he's like swaying, walking around, like not even in a straight line. And so it was so confusing because it's like Logan Paul, first of all, that's a long boy. His arms he had the reach like crazy. KSI, half his punches just couldn't connect. Just because KSI was like, his arms were too short to like reach him. But he got in there, and Logan Paul's like, oh, he's swaying around, leaning on him. But, of course, as you can expect, the final bell rings. Ding, ding, ding. Round 6 ends. Everyone's waiting around for a long time. It's going way longer. The judges are talking it over. Like, judges are doing all this stuff. And, you know, everyone's showing dramatic shots. Logan's looking at the commentary table like, I got no idea what's happening. KSI's team is looking kind of like, oh, shoot, what's happening? Logan's team's looking really upset because, you know, under normal circumstances, KSI would have had it. But, of course, it comes to the judges. The first judge gives it to KSI by 1 point, and then the second 2 judges have it as a tie. So the majority rule is what dictates that outcome.
Just like
they have it as a draw. And but KSI technically, according to True Jordy, who was there, one of the like commentators or whatever, or announcers or something, he's like, you know, KSI, you're the champion because they say that a draw, the champion keeps his title or whatever. But of course, KSI's like, well, I guess we're going to have a whatever British accent's like. I have no idea. Someone do a British accent. We're going to have to do a rematch. Something like that.
I don't got one.
I don't got one either.
Yeah, you're talking to the wrong man.
Yep, he says that in his Brit. His oi, righty Brit voice, whatever. Says that he wants a rematch, and Logan's going in saying all this stuff. And then K's like, so, you know, they go at it for a little bit, and then Logan's like, this has been a really rough year for me. And then that's when literally the entire crowd goes, boo, just right in his face as he's saying, this year's been so hard. And crowd's booing him after, like, almost every word he's saying. And he's like, KSI, I just want to shake your hand. So KSI's like, what? He goes over and, like, shakes his hand. He's like, I'm looking forward to our rematch, man. You know, yeah. So, obviously, this was completely staged.
Right, you know, there's no way in hell it's not scripted.
Completely scripted. I think Deji versus Jake Paul was legit. First of all, I don't think Jake Paul would have let anything get in the way of his humongous ego. Secondly, it would just look really bad for Jake Paul if that was scripted and they scripted him out like that. I don't think he would let his image look like that if it was scripted. But KSI versus Logan, most definitely. I honestly, I don't know if the entire thing was scripted, like the fight itself, but the judging, I think everyone knew was gonna have to come out to a draw. They're gonna need that cash That good cash. That good
How do you think they
payout.
can keep? They got to keep making money off of it. Dude.
Oh yeah.
You
Hey.
know how much money the feud has gotten just in general? Oh no, they
So
can't stop
much.
now.
Ad
They
revenue
can't
from
stop
everything
now.
they've posted.
Oh yeah.
All the pay-per-views, all the merch, all the tickets, all that. Now they're going to get to do it all over again because everyone's going, oh, who's going to come out on top this time? But if it goes to a third one, that'll be amazing. Wow. That'll be...
It really won't.
That'll be
because they're
fantastic.
still just trying to milk it.
It'll be so great. Oh, so good.
Listen, you can pay another $10 unless they spike the prices up to $15.
Oh, I sure didn't. Well, I didn't pay for it. Someone had it on Periscope of all places. Actually,
Yeah.
speaking of more numbers, there's one Twitch stream that had 500,000 live viewers streaming it, and the title of the stream was "Just Change the Name, Kappa." But the best part was that 5 Twitch staff were watching the stream on Twitch. And then there was another one with 300K, another one with 200K, and then I think at one point one had 800K. But that 800K one may be a lie. I know for sure 500 to 600,000
Does
was
that
the
break a
lowest.
record?
No, I think League of Legends Worlds has the record. I'm 90% sure.
No, I'm talking about for a solo stream.
For
I'm
a
not
solo
talking about
stream?
just in general. What's the record for solo stream?
Well, I know on YouTube it's the Red Bull whenever the dude went to the moon or skydive from the moon. That was 3 million live concurrent viewers.
Red live concurrent. It's crazy.
Most live concurrent.
Because I know there's a whole bunch of crap about that going on.
Twitch
For
stats
who
don't
actually
know.
had the...
E-League TV had 1.1 million. Fortnite's official channel had 696,000. Ninja had 627,000. Spawn J Slice, I don't know who that is, had 521,000. So it's up in there. Tyler One's up there at number 10, of course, at almost 400,000 live concurrent viewers for his return stream back to League of Legends. A beautiful day. So, current year? Is this what I'm looking at? Yeah. What about last year? E-League, Riot Games, PGL, all that crap. But yeah, no. So it wasn't anywhere near most streamed. And Ninja had more viewers than the fight did when he was playing with Drake that one night.
He broke a record that night, I think.
And then Fortnite went and broke that record after him. Let me see. Yep. Ninja got that record March 15th. Fortnite made their record about 70,000 more than him on June 12th. And then E-League got their record January 28th, 2018, playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive. What was Spawn's J Splice? Oh, wait. Nope, just kidding. Oh, my goodness. Recorded August 25th, 2018, playing Boxing Fight. You guys know what that was? KSI versus Logan Paul. He's the 4th most watched stream this year with the most concurrent viewers. That is hilarious.
I knew it had to be something.
No wonder I had no idea who this dude was.
I knew there had to be at least somebody.
Lord. I knew it. I was like, who is this rando? It was... God dang it. Of course it's that. What did Twitch get? Oh, June 11th. Twitch.
I can't believe that there are
E3.
five Twitch members just chilling in that stream.
Just chilling. Just watching that.
They don't care. They don't care.
Oh my god. Oh, Evo's on that list at number 19. Playing Dragon Ball FighterZ Z.
FighterZ.
What was Bethesda's? That was number 9. Oh, for E3.
Yeah, E3.
Yeah, but wow.
Ooh,
that kills me. That actually kills me. That dude literally broke records.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Think about how much money they would have gotten if those 500,000 people paid. They would have gotten another 5 million at least off of it. All those people that watched the free one paid for it. That's insane. I wonder how much. I'd love to see some numbers come out at some point about like how many tickets were sold, how much the event sold. I'd love to just get to see the nitty gritty, see what actually went down. Actually, I wonder if they have numbers about that. How many tickets sold KSI versus Logan Paul? Let us see.
Yeah, that would be another $5 million. That's insane. Absolutely insane.
Did they sell out? No way they sold out. All right, I'm not seeing anything about it right now, but I can understand that. It just happened. God, but I'm so curious to know. I'm so curious to know the actual attendance of it. How many people actually came in the UK and watched that fight go down? I think KSI versus Joe Weller, the original YouTuber boxing match, actually had something. It had millions. Oh, it had 20 million views the weekend that it came out. I don't know how many it had concurrent. But, of course, that one was free. That one wasn't pay-per-view, I don't think.
Oh, dang. She's missing out.
Yeah, no. Oh.
Imagine the funds that would have came from that.
It peaked at 1.6 million live concurrent viewers.
Wow.
Oh, God, that's actually crazy how close the pay-per-view one came to that. It was only 600,000 off at its peak. That's wild. That is actually wild. I can't believe that many people paid $10.99 to see
Yeah, I know.
scripted YouTube drama. I mean, it's like WWE, I guess, but God, it's YouTubers.
Yeah.
I can at least understand something established like WWE, but oh my God, it's for YouTubers. Let's get over ourselves, boys.
Yeah,
Whatever makes money, dude.
Yeah, Jesus.
You look like he
I can't
cares.
believe it. I'd love to know how many kids were in attendance. I'd love to know how much of the audience was people that wanted to see drama and how much of it was legitimate children that like love Logan and Jake Paul. Because, I mean, they said some choice words on that stage. Logan Paul dropped the MF bomb like 6 times. Hold on, let me see. Not age of KSI. Why is that the first thing on Google? Age limit KSI versus Logan Paul. Is that a thing? Yeah, no. Boxing match for the ages. Oh, yeah. Oh, amen. Definitely. Jesus mercy. Yeah, but, second fight's gonna be in the United States, boys. Let's start saving up for them ticks. And we're gonna go get it live. We're gonna bring you boys a story from the field for the No Views podcast.
Oh, yeah. No Views podcast. We'll probably be on episode
20 maybe?
47.
Oh, man. I zoned out for a second.
Well,
Alrighty, well, I guess
when I start talking. I mean, honestly, that's all I had to talk about this week. So,
well,
Yeah, I don't got much left.
me and Alex watched Steins Gate this week.
Oh, we did. We
That
finished it.
Started and finished it. Did. So that was fun.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm out of stuff to say, boys. Does that mean it's time to wrap this up?
All right, everybody.
I
Thank
guess
you
so.
very much for watching. It's been your boy, Slimzy 05 here today, talking about more so listening to this, as well as...
Hey, everybody. It's SlimZyoko5. Thank you for watching the podcast. Hey, everybody. It's also Fraction Overby. Thank you for watching the podcast. I had a lot of stories. My shoulder really hurts, and I need to go drop a Japanese firebomb. So thank you for watching this episode of Thigh No Views podcast.
We'll see
cut.
you guys next week.